we have a deep, deep need to be slow. Hi, beautiful beings. I'm Chloe Adriana, and today I want to speak to you about a super important topic that is the topic of slowness, of being slow, of becoming slow, of having slow practices, of allowing yourself to become slow. So the world that we live in today is hyper focused on productivity, on being active, on consuming things fast, on moving fast, on eating fast diets, fast food, fast workouts, fast weight loss routines, fast consumable content online, fast. But in a female bodied being in particular, we have a deep, deep need to be slow, to come into slowness, to be in our yin body or our feminine body, whichever language you prefer. So for me personally, it was a really long journey to realize that I could be slow, that I actually deeply benefited from being slow. I have a Vata constitution, which means that I'm super fast, full of energy, running around, socializing, doing everything, and then I would crash very, very hard and be absolutely exhausted, have heaps of migraines, energy loss, or in order to sustain this high functioning, I would drink a lot of coffee or take substances when I was out at nightclubs just so that I could keep up pace with the fast moving world around me. But when I started to get into Tantra and to self-love work, I found that my body was craving so deeply to move slow. There are so many slow practices. In order to live a balanced life, we truly need to be able to balance our energies. So while yang energy, the explosion of summer, the time of our ovulation when we're out and about, that peak energy in our bodies is beautiful, it can only fully be restored when we allow ourselves to descend into our winter, into our yin, into the relaxation of menstruation, the deep quietness of our inner winter. And practices that really allow you to come into slowness, into stillness in your life are practices like yin yoga, hatha yoga, meditation, having tea ceremony, embodying with your body, allowing yourself to move and to dance, sitting in silence, playing a beautiful piece of music, reading a book, sitting silently with a loved one. All practices that create a sense of calmness in your being. And what can happen is if you are not used to introducing yin into your life, introducing slowness in your life, is it can stir the pot for you. It can bring up a lot of emotion. It can feel deeply uncomfortable, and you may absolutely resist being in slow situations, because when you're in the slowness, that's when you start to feel. That's when you start to connect to what's really going on in my body. What emotions have I been suppressing or not addressing because I've been in that fast-paced adrenaline that hasn't allowed me to come into my softness and realize what I really need, what my body is really asking for. So if you begin to do still practices and you find that a lot of stuff is moving for you, I really invite you to journal, to be present with whatever's arising, and know that this is good. Feeling is healing, and knowing what your body feels and what it needs, it is so supportive. That is how we end up having a balanced life. People who constantly live in a state of yang, constantly forcing their energy to be fast, to be on, they end up not having an authentic yang. So their yang ends up being inauthentic, meaning that they literally cannot continue the way that they are going without altering substances to keep them at that measure, or without eventually causing themselves to get into a burnout or to have an actual sickness form in their body. So our bodies simply cannot, no matter whether you're a male body or a female body, they cannot cope without having some form of balance. Yet female bodies often need more slowness than what our culture and society allows and encourages us to do. So I'm really interested in changing the way that our society views slowness. I want us to celebrate rest, to celebrate slowing down, to celebrate yourself for saying no to that party tonight, for saying, I'm just gonna stay home in my pajamas on the couch. I want us to celebrate our friends for saying no, celebrate them for staying at home and reading their book. Let's celebrate each other not for how much we've done, but for how little we've done. Let's celebrate each other not for how busy we are and how much we've accomplished, but how well our body and our emotions are taken care of. So what slowness practice are you going to be inviting into your life this week? I'd love you to comment below your favorite practices or the ones that you're going to lean into a little bit more. And if you want to hear more from me on how you can deepen in your self-love and your sexuality, then please hit the subscribe button and sign up to my mailing list below, where you'll get all my juicy details about my offerings and my writings there. So big love. Thank you for watching.